You were always the responsible one, the one who didn't cry too loud, didn't ask for too much, didn't cause problems. And somewhere along the way, people called it maturity. But psychology suggests it wasn't maturity at all. It was survival. When a child is forced to grow up too fast, something subtle happens inside them. They learn to manage everyone else's emotions before their own. They become experts at reading a room, not out of wisdom, but out of necessity. Psychologists call this parentification, when a child takes on emotional or practical responsibilities that belong to adults, and it leaves marks that don't always look like wounds. Here's what's really happening inside people who grew up this way. First, they struggle to receive care without guilt. Being helped feels uncomfortable because they were never supposed to need help. So they deflect, minimize, or quietly push people away when someone gets too close. Second, they become hyper-responsible, almost compulsively. If something goes wrong, their nervous system immediately assumes it's their fault. They don't fear failure. They fear being a burden. Third, they find it nearly impossible to just exist without being useful. Rest feels like a threat. Their self-worth became tied to how much they could carry, not who they were. Fourth, they tend to attract relationships where they do most of the emotional labor. It feels familiar, even comfortable, to be the one who holds everything together. But deep down, there's an exhaustion they can't fully explain. Fifth, they often feel like they missed something, a lightness they never had. Not sadness exactly, just a quiet awareness that childhood wasn't really theirs. Research shows that children who are emotionally parentified often carry a hidden grief for that lost freedom. Sixth, they are deeply empathetic, sometimes to a fault. They feel other people's pain with unusual clarity. And while that's a genuine strength, it often comes at the cost of their own emotional boundaries. Here's what this reveals. You didn't grow up too fast because you were strong. You grew up too fast because the environment required it. And that's not a character trait. It's a response to an unmet need. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive or too much. You learned to carry weight before you were old enough to choose it. And unlearning that, slowly, gently, is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. If this opened something in you, the next video might explain even more.